Michael from Classic Car Club here, Jeff from GYEON. This happens to be my BMW GS. Me and the guys, like Patrick and stuff from the shop, use it when we need to go pick something up quick, late for a haircut appointment through New York City and way beyond. It also does long trips and it doesn't get washed very often. I have personally always struggled with washing motorcycles. Sure. It's like so many exposed bits. You hose off over here and all the soap winds up over here. This bike's been through it. I mean, there's just grime everywhere. It's been making me sad. Walk me through it. The way that I normally do it is I just get car soap, you know, like so in this it would be bathe, and I just kind of go at it, but I feel like maybe there's something a little better for all the grease and grime. Or
it's only going to get you so far, right? You've
got
a gentler wash.
You know, the other things are race bikes, the fairings get covered in tar and rubber from the tires, you know, melting and spraying all over. That's the stuff I struggle with.
There's a lot going on, a lot of different parts, different finishes, hard to access areas, so cleaning a bike is intimidating, right?
Also, you know, the other thing, I don't mean to interrupt, I don't want to make these tires slick.
Yes,
that's
every bike guys.
Oh man, you know, you go off after you wash and I'm like, I hope that when I grab the brakes, I don't hit the ground.
Gonna go.
So that's a real concern for me, why I don't use too many chemicals.
Yeah, fair enough. And the only real danger there is dressings or tire shines. None of the cleaners are gonna produce that dangerously slick surface. So I like to keep what we use pretty simple. Couple products. Out of GYEON, I like the Bug and Grime, right? It's a very safe to use, general degreaser, all-purpose cleaner, bug killer. You can get into all these real grimy areas safely versus an APC and making sure you get the dilution just right, too aggressive, too soft. Everything from kind of fairings down, we're gonna go Bug and Grime and soak it real well and rinse it. Everything fairing up, you know, these surfaces that are a bit more gentle, we use the bathe.
One thing that we talked about a few minutes ago before we started was actually starting the bike up and warming a little bit. So a little bit different than what we think of a car, and we debated. But the advice is to just start it and let it run for 20, 30, just make it a little bit warm. Not too warm.
Warm is fine, hot is bad, right? This is like an old school engine detailing trick, right? You run the car for a couple minutes, a lot of this grime, any oil drip, anything, you know, kind of just
releases the bond.
Exactly, man. It'll loosen it up. The back side of that is you don't want to spray cleaning product on a hot surface. Warm and loose is fine. Hot and sizzly is bad.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah. You just want to feel a little temperature in the greasy areas, right? And it's totally personal preference, right? I mean, you can clean just as effectively without starting the engine, but you know, if you got it, why not?
We're gonna start from the wheels up.
Yes, sir.
So we don't kind of
we'll deal with all this gunkiness first, so.
And then we'll deal with the paint second.
Bug and Grime, we wanna go straight on for the first run, so we're not kind of diluting it. And this is safe for all these finishes, right? So we'll just go on dry and let this.
It's like the whole thing's a wheel.
Oh yeah, see a little sizzle?
Yeah.
Just enough heat to get in, and that was on for what, 20 seconds. I would let this sit for a minute, you know, right in there, and just let the chemical do the work, and then we'll give it a rinse. We'll do another light dusting, and we've just got an assortment of brushes in here, you know, anything to access all these kind of tricky areas.
Satisfying.
Yeah. And you can already see some of these deposits kind of loosening up and breaking down. And I mean, look at the brown gunky coming off the tires. So I love Bug and Grime. It's just a great all-purpose degreaser, safe on everything, bugs on the front of the car, bugs on the fairings.
Basically, the whole motorcycle is equivalent to the wheel well of a car.
Correct. Go round 2 with our Bug and Grime.
Slippery, watch out. All right,
maintain a safe working environment.
Yeah, you can already see it already.
Yeah, popped the exhaust off.
And you can see the little places where I might have missed.
So I just hit it again, and then we'll get in there with these brushes and agitate a bit. We always want the chemicals to do as much work as they can before we physically touch. Like I said, we got just, you know, an assortment of brushes. You want to have a nice kind of short-haired horsehair brush. General, these are great because they get real skinny when they need to be.
Yeah.
You know?
And they're not so, they don't feel like they're gonna scratch anything either.
Right. A little stiffer brush. So I mean, just,
I'm gonna use this on the wheels.
Hit the wheels. Yeah, I'll get in here and get the. And we've ditched our wheel mitt, so we've got that dirty thing out because, as you can see, you know, this is jackets and buttons, but all these painted finished areas will and can scratch as well. So grab our smoothie and some bathe.
This one's ambidextrous for people with no thumbs.
It is. Pre-rinse the top of the bike. Straight in, we've got our bathe bucket there, so gentle wash soap, that's ready to rock.
Oh, nice and warm.
Nice and warm, and just treat your upper areas just like just like paint on the car.
Now I have like a all-weather vinyl seat on here. I'm gonna treat it just like paint.
There you go.
Seems to get it off all nice. And just like a car, gonna start from the top.
Top to bottom.
And I like making a mess. I got a center stand on this bike. If you're just on a conventional kickstand, don't lean in too hard.
Yeah, nice and gentle.
On the wrong direction and knock it over.
If you clean the bike off, you know, it's worth having a wheel stand.
So unlike a car, you just get to watch the whole dashboard. Yep, just get in there. Super satisfying. So time lapse aside, that was quicker than I thought.
Sure.
We did a good quality maintenance clean. It looks a lot better. At the end, I sprayed a little wet coat on it, even on the wheels, which, ooh, that was just really scare me, but that gave it a nice coating, gave it a good bead, and then we're gonna dry it all off. The compressor is really nice for a bike because you're getting all the bits, but the right microfiber towel works well, so we're gonna use a quick both. Just like you would dry your car, top to bottom, same thing. Otherwise, I'm getting all the, wait a minute. Just like you wash top to bottom, you want to dry top to bottom. So there you have it, an adventure bike, clean, ready for the next adventure. It was actually a lot easier than it normally is for me. A couple of the right products just to break off that grime and grease. Took a lot of the elbow work out of it, and it was also nice to learn I could put certain products on it without making my tires slippery, so. Thank you.